Well, well, well. Good evening, lads and lasses. Certainly exciting to be here. Brand new game. I suppose it was a new game on Tuesday as well, but it's always nice to do something new, and I'm quite curious about this one. Though I will admit, I have seen it played before. It was a long time ago, probably around the time it came out, but that's about the time, I believe. Might have been my niece that played it this time. But it's still neither here nor there, I suppose. I don't remember much, but it'll more be like the Blair Witch than Resident Evil Village. But tonight, I have quite an unusual night for the streams, I suppose. This time I am not drinking anything that contains alcohol. Tonight, I am merely drinking a sarsaparilla. Hope everyone else is appropriately restrained tonight. It's actually quite common for me not to be drinking alcohol. It's just that it so happened that the streams always tended to coincide when I felt like drinking a bit of the liquid courage, I suppose. That's probably why. So, what's everyone's beverage of choice for tonight? Can't really say poison, though I suppose sugar is still poisoning in the same way alcohol can be. Just slower and more insidious. But yes. Oh, it was quite scary actually. Speaking of this horror game, it was terrifying. When I was setting everything up in the last 30 minutes, I went away from my computer and I came back. And the thing had turned off. I didn't know what was going on. So I was like, oh well, I guess I'll just press the button, turn it back on, see what's happening. And lo and behold, the moment I turn it back on, the cheeky sod starts sparking and blustering, and my desk lamp starts turning on and off. Like, goodness, it was like the whole thing was possessed. I was wondering if I should play the game at all, or some terrifying cursed game from the 90s. Didn't remember getting a cartridge from a flea market, putting it into some old game console. Some old internet rumor. The day that the old man was killed by a cursed Steam downloaded version of Little Nightmares. But yes, it was flashing on and off. My mixer was going on and off. My computer was going on and off. It was terrifying. But it just turned out, and also that terrible sound that you never like to hear of a power board sparking. That quite loud cracking sound. Ugh. I thought I was going to have to replace the whole power board. But luckily, when I went down on my hands and knees, with great difficulty, to get under the desk, I cannot do that often these days. I should put the thing up on top of the desk so I don't have to go down. The moment I looked at it, pretty much, it stopped acting up. Looked at it, touched it, started working again. I've got the magic touch, I tell you. But yes, I should probably play this game. Shouldn't I? Possessed computers aside, it's time to get to the true horror of this game. Being short. The true horror. Why do all the games like messing with my other monitor? Now, let me jump over. Ooh, it seems a bit laggy. Goodness. Wasn't quite expecting it to take so much processing power. Rather the full screen, or the mid-sized screen with the little border? Which one would you prefer? Do tell. Ah, there's the eye. We might have to adjust these settings once we get into the game. I wonder if I can use the controller for it. I do have a controller attached to this computer because I'm just not very good at keyboard and mouse stuff. Except for typing, I suppose. Even then, I'm not very good. I have a very bad habit of typing full screen, like this. Wonderful. Yes. Anyone else here has such trouble with typing, even though I've done all these typing courses, I could never seem to get it right. I always type too fast and end up with every mistake under the sun. Well, I suppose there's nothing to it, but... Also, tell me if it's too dark. I imagine from what I saw of the pictures of this game and what I remember of it, it can get very dark. So, just like the Blair Witch, if it's too dark for you guys to see, do tell me. I wonder why I'm lagging so much. Is the game really that tough for my computer? I see. Thank you, that would be very kind of you. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to fix this lagginess. Is it too laggy for you? It feels... I'm just seeing it on, might drop down the graphics to high instead of ultra. That might be better. Oh, excuse me. Throat's a bit scratchy. Haven't been drinking enough water today. Drop it down to high, see if that... It's still quite a bit laggy, isn't it? Do you think you care that much about it being laggy? That seems a bit better. We might have to play it on medium. My computer's clearly not that powerful. Just the moment I put it to high, it's a tad... that doesn't look too bad. Ah, well. It'll be fine, I'm sure. As long as the computer doesn't set on fire, I should be okay. Well, if it goes terribly wrong, then we'll find out. Hopefully it'll at least be comedically terribly wrong. Now, what is going on here? A woman, I think. Yes? In a... Oh, nice bob. Oh, it seems to be one of those traditional haircuts. Japanese? Ooh. Well, there's the Little Nightmare. See? Title of the game already, my friends. She is both little, and we had a nightmare that was only about 10-15 seconds long. Roll credits, fellas. We had the Little Nightmare. Roll credits. Now, I wonder if it would be better to use the control... Dear. I wonder if this will be easier like this. I might use the controller for this one. Ooh. Take that, cans. This child is tiny. Half the size of a barrel. I don't understand why we're continuing to play this game. We already had the Little Nightmare. The credits have rolled. Come on. No need to fight the horrors that come. Is there a button? Okay, there's a crouch button. Is there a hold button? Ah, there is. Crouch button. Look at me, figuring it out all on my own. Like a big boy. I'm an adult. I can figure this stuff out on my own. Didn't go through 6,000 seminars about problem solving over my life to not be able to figure out a video game. What is with companies' obsessions with seminars about problem solving? I don't think anyone could teach that kind of thing. Ooh. Wow. What an interesting art style. Wee. Hey. Oh. A tiny little doll of... it was a bit dark for me too, so don't worry. I don't think you were supposed to be able to see that, but... if I don't notice... I have no idea why I'm carrying this around. But something called... ooh, dear. That is a big man in there. Is there a run button? Okay, that's light. Oh, let's have a cigarette. Let's have a why is there a chair? Why are there chairs hanging? That's a strange way to stop a leak. Let's have a ciggy, mate. Just a bit of a smoko, mate. Yeah. Been on plenty of construction sites where this is essentially the whole construction site. We'll just sit here with our ashtray, having a smoker. Gotta make sure, have your smokers. It's the most important part of an Australian's day. Smoker, leave me alone. Oop, okay, figured it out. Ooh, hurt your shins there, little lad. Little lad? I'm not too sure. I think it might be a girl. Perhaps a bit. You'll grow into a mess. Oh, dear. Well, this certainly isn't good. Can I read the letter? Maybe I should burn the letter. No, I wasn't just trying to catch the long-legged man who unfortunately made a very, very final decision. Oh, goodness. How morbid. Oh. It's a good way to stop you from doing anything wrong. Have an eye on the bill. Oh, I'm supposed to take his chair. Clearly he didn't need the chair. He seemed perfectly capable of lifting himself up to the ceiling high enough that he didn't need the chair to stand on. I do wonder how he managed to do that. Also, why his cupboards seem to be some sort of yes, maybe. We'll go with that. Just sleeping. Yes. I'm not too sure why his bed side stuff and his cupboards appear to be some sort of Salvador Dali painting. But perhaps he's just got some really long arms and he's kind of relaxing up there. Hey! There we are. Let's go, lass. My child, you are free. Ooh, sludge. Gears. Wonder what sort of location. Ooh. Slows me down. Into what appears to be part of a basin or a toilet. Oh. What's in the fridge? A little man! A little man was in the ooh, and somebody's shoes were in the fridge. Maybe he has high blood pressure. Extremely hot feet. Ah, it's a ladder. I'm kind of curious where that little man went off to. Little one, where are you? Ah, yes, I have a torch. I had forgotten. Little man. Ooh, look at me. Where are you, little one? Hello. Oh, look at you, little gnome man. Oh, isn't that adorable? Oh, hi. It's good to see you here, Koski? Koski? Sorry, I'm too sure. But yes, what an adorable little thing. Little gnome man. Good to see you here, Koski. Not too far through this. Just started. There we are. Oh, goodness. It's quite a high-pitched sound that keeps coming out of my left ear headphone. I'm not too sure if that's... If you guys... Can you guys hear a high sound? Oop, oop, oh dear. Oh, a leech! Oh, I remember these things. Can I grab it? Oh, that was a terrible decision. Lesson learned, not all small things are kind. How terrible. And here I was just a naive little child on my little raincoat. I just wanted to give the world hugs and make it not so nightmarish. But yes. Anyone here had experience with leeches? I've been on enough bushwalks to have to pick them out of my nose, frankly. I remember them being quite exciting when I was a kid, though. Went to the rainforests up in North Queensland and had a bit of a walk, and then you'd try and count as many. I think it was a bit of a competition amongst the fellows I used to go camping with when I was younger. Our parents were horrified at it, though, but we all found it greatly amusing. And as all terrifying little children thought, hate him, we all thought it was very funny. And also, we're far too excited to start throwing salt on them, I think. Ugh. I never understood how... Ooh, a little man! Oh, no! You betrayed me, little child. How dare you? I am wounded. Oh dear. Stay back, you foul fiends. Goodness. This is like that mice plague that's happening right now in Australia. Except with leeches. Oh, goodness. Was there a horror movie that had leeches? Was it a series of misfortunate events? Did that have leeches in it? I feel that's the name that's coming to me. Is it a series of misfortunate events? Or a series of unfortunate events? Oh, goodness. Does anyone remember that movie? Was that the one that had the leeches in the bay? Underneath the house on the cliff? Little man, come back! Okay, let's be cautious this time. Last time. Let's go. Be careful, lass. There we are. Oh. She's got a heavy fringe. I have no idea how she sees where she's going. Perhaps some mystical being in her head giving her mild clairvoyance. Never seen it? It's a good movie. I quite liked it. I cannot remember the actors in it, but I found it quite an amusing movie. I remember it terrified a few of my nieces and nephews, though. Especially that sea part, but I cannot remember if they were leeches. It doesn't make sense that they'd be leeches, considering it was a bay. I don't think it was a lake. But it had to be... It's probably another 10 years now since I last watched the movie. I remember they announced a version of it. A Netflix series, I think. Starring Jim Carrey? Perhaps? Ooh, let there be light. Oh. It's gonna be one of those ones, is it? Hey, oh, that was a terrible decision. Well, pressed the wrong button. Perhaps it's like that movie, every time she dies, it's actually part of a dream and you just keep going up the layers. There we are. Ah! Hold X, which is X. I don't think I'm using a controller that they expect me to use. I'm not using a controller that has X in the place that they expect it to be. Well, that worked. Nope, that didn't work. Ah! I see. Okay, got it now. There we are. Oh, dear, dark. There we are! I'll solve this yet. Hey! Jeez. There we are. I wonder if we can slide. Ah! Look at us. Action movie. Absolutely action movie. That must do a real number on one's shins. Is there a little man in here? No? There probably was a little man behind that door back there. These areas are quite large. Wow. That's not any good at all. And there is a rope here. Made of blankets, it appears. Which usually means someone used this to get out of a location. I'm having such trouble with this. But, as all foolish protagonists of anything do, if something clearly shows that they should have gone out of a location, it means they must go in. Ooh. I don't know what these are, but I keep lighting them. This reminds me of all the kitchens I used to work in. Kitchens, not kitchens. Well, they sort of are kitchens. Oh. Oh, and you're wasting the bug roll, aren't you? Come on. I could be a millionaire with this sort of thing. Yeah! Where are those resellers? Come on. I've got all the toilet roll you'll need. Oh, I can throw things. A wonderful discovery. I wonder if I can excavate this toilet. Quick! Become a human plunger. Bog roll, bog roll, bog roll. Ah, let's find the door. It seems to be... okay. My mind is moving at 1,000 miles an hour, and I think I need to do this one. Hey. There we are. I've only ever worked in places that have timed lights that turn off after a certain time, not timed lights that turn on. How strange. I'm just realizing, for some bizarre reason, only one of my headphones is actually playing a sound. That's perhaps why one of my headphones is screeching at me. This isn't good at all. Problem I'll have to fix next time, I suppose. This is a very nice playroom. I wish I had this sort of playroom when I was a kid. Imagine. In your own house, you could swing so wildly you'd go out the window. Oh wow, what a morbid little doll. Oh, and they draw eyeballs. On a little train. Anyone had one of those Christmas ones? I never really dealt with model trains when I was younger. I did have one that turned up at Christmas, though. But my father was quite jealously protective of it. I only ever got to watch it go around the tree. I never was allowed to touch it. There we are. Still getting used to these buttons. Sprinting! Leap! That wasn't a leap. I pressed the wrong button again. There we are. Now, why did I need to do that? Did I need to bring the bog roll? No. Ah! Okay. I see. Didn't realize there was another door at the other end of the room. Clearly I need my eyes checked. Let's do this, shall we? Leap. Ah, that was a leap that time, lass. Good job. Even though it was me doing it. But good job, lass. Now, let's try this again. This time I shall use the powerful ability of sprinting. instead of getting distracted by the children's stories. Like the children that I am. The children that I am. Yes, I am multiple children. I am not, in fact, a 60-year-old man with grey hair. I am, in fact, 3 small children in a suit. Standing up tall enough that you can see what appears to be a 60-year-old man at the top. But it is really just one of those really fancy masks you can buy offline. Like the ones the Mythbusters used in that one episode. Wow, this is not good. Walked right into that one, really. Literally. Like a deer in the headlights, or a... Well, I was gonna say, like a stone in the headlights, but a stone in the headlights would be much more detrimental to the car than to the stone. Really not want to see a stone in the headlights. But at least I know the morbid fact that those little things are in fact children. Wonderful. Just what I needed. Man hanging from the ceiling. Sleeping, as we decided. Oh dear, I stayed too long. Big Brother is certainly watching. Now, up we go. Another one of the little lamps, little oil lamps. You know, a fellow used to collect sort of storm lamps that looked very similar to that. Do you know what happened to him, though? I remember seeing at his house at one point, and all his storm lamps were gone. It's quite sad, actually. Oh, yes, I can climb up the cages. Those storm lanterns do have a very nice aesthetic. I do find them quite nice, especially if you have a proper old seafront house. There's that bit of a boat kind of feel. They do work quite well as interior decoration. I speak about interior decoration far too much on this, don't I? It's not the first time I've talked about interior decoration. Usually it's me making fun of horror movie characters horror villains in the games I've been playing. Saying that they have terrible sense in interior design. Now, am I supposed to go under here? Bit disconcerting. Suppose I'm taking you with me. Let's go. Just drop this over here. Not too sure where I'm supposed to be going, but I'll see what happens if I do this. Oh! I can break those things. A discovery of the ages. Perhaps I'm supposed to... Oh, dear, that was a terrible mistake. Shattered my kneecaps. Ah. Perhaps I was supposed to go through the door. Look at me, unintentionally going the complete wrong way. Oh dear goodness. What the... God's good name? What in God's good name? I was about to let the inner Australian come out. What in God's good name is that? Oh, not to mention all the children. Let's hope he's some kind of beautifully kind-hearted man, like the old fella out of the Boonies. Was it the Goonies, not the Boonies? Boonies is a reference to being very country, or out in the middle of nowhere. Out in Whoop Whoop, I suppose. Goonies is a movie. For those who did not know. Ah, you can climb the cages again. Good me. This pace will get through the game in One stream. I doubt it, because I did research how long this game was. Apparently it's about 6 hours. Or more. I'm not too sure. That's just what the man on the internet said. You can trust everything that's written on the internet, right? That's entirely a reasonable and sane thing to do. Right. Sustenance. Come back here, you. Turns out, little lass had the same idea as I did. Let's go eat this rat, little lass. I've watched enough episodes of survival shows and Man vs. Wild and... What was that? I did Boy Scouts when I was younger. I could tie a fisherman's knot. Take out a rat. Child, have mercy on me. Have mercy on my poor soul. Very kind, very kind. Nom 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 nom. Delectable. Hunger is the best spice, after all. Thank you, little child. I'm in your debt. But please, sir, may I have another? Goodness, Oliver. Oop. Wonderful. Ready for when that giant monster comes in and feels a bit sad about himself. Ooh, this is a strange shower. Suppose I'm wearing a raincoat. This will do very little for me. Oh, on my way. Goodness. What are all these boxes for? This is either a stock nightmare. A stocking and stacking nightmare. These people must be... Just reminds me of how my family always used to pack for going on long trips. Get the old trailer out. You know those real old rusty trailers. Probably see them all over the old farms. We'd used to stack up the trailer. Looked a bit like this, actually. Stacked up to the roof. Oh, goodness. When my... Just remember... Oop, that worked. The van. Oh, I remember the old high ace. Oh, goodness. The kids in the old high ace. They used to stack it all. We used to stack it up at the back, the whole thing. One of the kids would get designated with the seat at the end. Because back then they could open the doors on high aces. Let me look around. Where am I going? I'm looking for a cord, correct? Am I climbing up the chain? Oh, dear. But yes, the old high-ace used to have windows you could open. I think sometime in the 2000s or early 2010s they changed that, unfortunately. We used to stack it up. Oh dear, good God. And this is why I shouldn't get distracted. The old high-ace. I'll get back to that story. Do remind me. I'll keep talking while I'm getting back to the place I should be. But yes, we used to stack the car. The nieces and nephews would get into it, the adults at the front, and one small child, but designated with the luggage seat in the back corner of the car. Imagine this sort of thing, except there was a tiny gap. If you're looking down the van, a tiny gap on the right side. And the door, and you'd open the window and, like, throw the kid in there. It sounds awful. But they quite enjoyed it, really. Well, the smaller ones did. I don't think the larger kids liked it by the time they were a bit older. But it was quite funny. I couldn't fit myself in there at the time, but I did try. I kind of have a... It's kind of having that nice cozy feeling, like making an old pillow fort, I suppose. Very cozy. But, thinking back on it, it was definitely a safety hazard. It did seem sort of like something that would collapse and crush the poor child. Should go all the way up. I suppose I can't. Give it down and... I can only imagine how... This is something that happens in video games all the time, this kind of jump off a chain. And I know how it works for this, but... I can't imagine it would work very well in real life. Especially with a normal sized chain. Jumping off something is not that easy. Oop. But I suppose I shouldn't be mean to the old video games. I'm not very good at this. Just getting distracted. Just climb up, little ass. What are you doing? Is there a button I'm not pressing? No, that's not what... Well. Who thought this would be the most difficult puzzle of the episode? My stupidity! Truly. Man's greatest enemy. The fact that we're all, in some way, just a bit stupid. Come on, child. Back through the shower room. It's like being in prison. Laugh at my mistakes all you want, but I seriously can't figure out how to get up that ledge. I do also like that I noticed there was a ladder up there, but I completely ignored it because nothing in this game is that obvious. There may be a ladder, but I refuse that ladder. Hey! Back up the chain. Alas, I've got some calloused hands to be able to climb up chains like this. How do I actually get her to... She doesn't seem to want to... Why was she not doing that before? Goodness. Ah. Oop. Ah. Come back the other way. Get over here. Now I imagine. Do that. Oh, this is a terrible idea. I think that's how you're supposed to do it. I think I almost swallowed. Oh dear. Now, there we are. Hey, there we are. Parkour master. Ever seen those parkour fellas? Real impressive. Never had the physicality for that sort of thing. Also, I was deathly afraid of heights when I was younger. Never would do something like that. Now, filing cabinets. Oh, can I pull them out? Ah, yes. Look like old newspapers. Strange place to put a filing cabinet, but I've seen worse designed offices, I suppose. Not too sure if this is an office. I'd be quite terrified in what sort of brutalist society you live in for this to be an office. Why is that one not coming out? Goodness. The other ones I'm supposed to pull out. Ah. There we go. Off you go. Mm-hmm. There we are. Push that off. Oh no, little boy. Let's let you out of there, mate. There we are. Come back, little man. I saved you. Where have you gone, little one? I merely want a hug in my lonely time. Hug. Oh, aren't you little adorable little gnome man? I'm only but kind. I just was good. Oh! An impressive way of doing it. Maybe that's how the other fellow did it. Oh no, his was tied to that Salvador Dali thing, wasn't it? Well, I suppose there's nothing to do but jump. As morbid as this is. And back we are. I should probably watch out for... Yes, that. Oh, it's gotten real dark. Oh, the leeches are back. Back off. My blood's mine. I worked hard to make this blood. I will give it willingly when I need to. But clearly none of you need blood transfusions. You all seem perfectly healthy. Ah, freedom. I was wondering when you get back to this door. Oh, little eyeball sign. Goodness. Oh dear. Up! Get into cover! There we are. I am realizing that as the screen shakes that we're on a ship, aren't we? Just a wild guess that we are on a ship. Which makes the leeches thing even more confusing. How in the hell did leeches get on a ship? Ah, you left me behind, janitor's bucket. You've betrayed me for the final time. You betrayed me when I used to work as a cleaner, now you betrayed me now. How dare you, cleaning cart. As a member of the janitorial arts of excellence, I will never forgive you. You're supposed to protect me from the terrifying eyeball that clearly has been stolen from Medusa's very head. Suppose I have to sprint with it. Oh goodness, I keep getting caught. This is just a bit finesse, I suppose. Well, third time's a charm. Excuse me. Probably could have gotten to... Stay at the front edge. There we are. Almost screwed it up there. And out we go. See? Third time's a charm. That is probably one of the very few times I've said that in my life. And it actually worked on the third time. I feel like it almost never happens. This was... Ah, look at that. Think fast. Where's that door? Got strange shading. On goes the light. Oh, little man. Let's go, little man. Onward. To freedom. The eyeball's back. Does that mean we've left the eyeball area? You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of Spirited Away. Just, this scene in particular reminds me of that staircase down the side of the bathhouse in Spirited Away, that Studio Ghibli film. They had a run of the Studio Ghibli films where they played Spirited Away about 6,000 times on TV. I think it was SBS World Movies. Every Friday would be a Studio Ghibli film it was last year sometime. And goodness gracious, they played Spirited Away a lot. So I recognise this scene because, like an absolute muppet, I watched it several times. Nothing else better to watch on TV, I suppose. I have no idea what was in that room downstairs, but this seems more inviting. Eyeball room's always fun. Oh wow, this actually is quite nice. The green does work quite well. They could have done the wallpapering a bit better, and I wouldn't suggest this sort of thing in a bathroom. This is a ship, you can't always get what you want. But otherwise, quite nice. Also, it seems the people who live here are Salvador Dali paintings. Oh dear, that fellow upstairs. That picture up there. I'd say a faith only a mother could love, but it seems like his face is melted half off. So he doesn't even have that going for him. Ah, I see. Let's push this fellow's luggage. And what appears to be a moonshine bottle, I think. That or the beginnings of... Get screwed. Ah, let's drink some moonshine, come on. Oh dear, what the hell is... God. By the way, asking this small child to drink moonshine is not me in any way encouraging underage drinking. Drink responsibly, kids. If I hear any of you lads and lasses drinking irresponsibly, you'll hear it for old Winters here. You better watch out. Well, if that's your bed, I must worry for you. Ooh, a key. Oh, paintings of the little man. Little gnome man. Yep. Hey. Goodness, his arms must be long to be able to get to this bog roll. Oh, was this a secret? I hope there's statues of that lady at the beginning that was in the Little Nightmare. Now, key. This man seems to be an alcoholic. If those are bottles of beer or wine. Where'd that key go? Oh, there it is. Let's go. There we are. Right. Oh wow. Glad the keyhole is high enough for me. Unusual place to put a keyhole on a door. Especially if you seem to be that tall. Tiny monkey man. Let's go, monkey man. You are my friend now. We are friends. So friends help each other. I'll give you a boost. Nope. There we are. Figured that one out pretty quickly. Let's go, little monkey man. You and me. I'm really liking this 3D 2.75 kind of D thing going on here. I shall call him George, named after the illustrious Curious George, whose curiosity, unlike the cat's, never killed him, but economics did. Unless they're still making his TV show. I'm not too sure. I've stopped watching when all my nieces and nephews were old enough not to be watching shows like that. Is Curious George still running? If it is, that joke won't make any sense. Oh no! Well, there were rats! Because I can't hit old George here, as delicious as he looks. He's not very helpful to my continued survival. I felt like I only ate about 15 minutes ago. How fast is this child's metabolism? Come on, you little rat. It sounds like a rat in distress. Just what we need. I'm sorry, little rat. But my metabolism is clearly very fast. And I need to be fed every 30 minutes. Lest I be consumed by the darkness and die. That'd be a nightmare for Bear Grylls to teach how to survive in the desert if this is the case. There's a rat. Ah, there's plenty of rats. Oh no, that's just meat. I'll eat a rat next time. I'll come for you, rodent. There's only one way for you to get the Black Death and get out of here quickly. That's to eat a rat. Ooh, nice creepy music going on there. Boo, boo, boo. Boo, boo, boo. Wow. Who knew? How frightening. It was a trap all along. I couldn't see him, as he was so long, he could come from a distance. Isn't this the same fellow? Why does he need to put children in cages? He has a whole bedroom full of them. Goodness. It's a loud buzzing sound for me. Goodness. I need to check something. Is there any audio settings? No. Strange. Well. Can you hear that? Any of you? It is kind of loud buzzing sound. It might just be something on my end. As long as you fellas can't hear it, that's all that's needed. Violent kid. Goodness gracious, kid. Jeez, lass, you are angry. Good. I might just turn it down a bit for me. Oh, I guess these are some sort of checkpoint. Ah, we're back here. Interesting. Sorry, my streaming software appeared to freeze up a bit just then. I didn't. Just checking that I was not actually frozen, but it just seemed to be having a bit of trouble. It's like the Blair Witch all over again. I'm sure you'll be okay with me using a stepping stone, little one. Hey! Hey! There we are. Depth perception is not my strong suit. Ooh. Well, that could have gone better. And that, my friends, is why I'm sort of scared of elevator doors. Back here we are. Goodness, it must be inconvenient to have arms that long. But I suppose he'd have no problem with pulling that switch and going through the door. Just slip his arm out from under it. Make sure he doesn't get his long noodle arms caught. Goodness. That noise is really getting to me. I have genuinely no idea where it's coming from. See if we can't swing ourselves, Indiana Jones style. Slip under. We know we can slide. Yes, yes, I figured that one out. There we are. Wonderful. Look at us. I suppose I just push on the door. On the wall. Go out through the front foreground. Nope, there's a wall there. Ah, perhaps I'll climb this. Ah, there we are. Goodness, this is a rickety place. Oh, wonderful. Just a guillotine. Yeah, just the classic old guillotine we have in the attic of our boat. With the shovel. To dig all those graves at sea. How else do you think somebody has a grave at sea? They get the shovels out, stop the boat, they get the shovels out, they all go stand on water like Jesus. Dig the person in the grave and throw the grave in. Oh. Oh dear, he's got a good sense of smell. Oh. Out we go. Oh dear, he's following me. Oh dear. This is going to be difficult. I can tell. Let's get my serious face on. Not my angry face. I'm not angry yet. We shan't pull out the Ashra yet. The no face. Now, how am I going to get away from this man? Goodness gracious. Oh, I have to put that little thing in the... This fellow moves around with the speed of his nose. I see. Perhaps I am supposed to sneak. Fellow appears to be blind. Operates on his nose alone. It's moving slowly is the key. Dang it. Oh. Blasted. I appear to be getting worse. Come on, kid. Let's move. This was a terrible idea. Did I get through the last 2 times on pure luck alone? It seems I did. God knows how I managed to do that. And now... somehow I managed to make it through. Ooh, okay, he's coming for me after this. Run! Out we go. Ooh. Good thing he throws out a lot of shoes, it seems. Goodness, how many shoes does he have? Do the rats gnaw through all of them? Well, hope that's the last time we see that unfortunate fellow. Certainly an unsightly beast. Goodness gracious, mate. Got my heart pressure up a bit there. Mostly out of frustration, but I figured it out. Slow and steady. Seems even in my old age I'm impatient. Oh my goodness. How many pairs of shoes does a ship own? Swimming, I can only imagine this. I can just smell this room. Oh, goodness. Oh, oh dear. Oh, we've got the shoe shark. God knows what's there. I don't know what I don't want to. Oop! I got eaten by the shoe shark. Maybe it's those rats trying to take revenge for stealing that food. They're actually just a ball of rats underneath the shoes. Oh dear. Dear, come on, lass. There we are. Wonderful. I do not want to know what's under those shoes. But he does appear to have quite a lot of soul. That didn't work, but I'm sticking with it. The shoe, oh dear God. Would you just back off, mate? Tried to pull an old basketball trick and duked the fella. Turns out he's got long enough arms not to be duked. It's all very dreary, this game. I wonder if it'll get any brighter. But considering it's all on a ship, I doubt it. That was probably not the ideal thing to do right now. Oh, he just phases through it. I probably should have just died, but... Damn it! If I die unnecessarily, I'll be damned. But damn it all, if I die unnecessarily. Where the hell does this man come from? Okay. Oh, how'd you lose me? Right, up we go. That was a terrible idea. Dang it. Alright, I'm just supposed to avoid him for the elevator ride. Gotcha. Harder done. Easier said than done, that's for certain. Push your little legs, lass. We should really give a name to this little one. What should I name her? I feel like we've been here for too long and I've just called her little lass. It's a bit mean, really. Ooh, excuse me. A bit mean, really. Doesn't he appear to be wearing someone's skin? It's like an egg. Oh no, little man! Little gnome man! What selfless fellows. Truly. Their self-sacrifice shan't be forgotten. Now, can I push through this door? Or is it another case of... I wonder what's in here. I don't think this is what you're supposed to do, but I'm going to try. Dang. Just checking around the room to see if there's anything to climb or push. There's to only be this box. I should... Oh, dear. Figured that one out by accident. Little man! Come back! Oh dear, what are those? Ooh. I did not want to see a man with very long arms and a large head fondling his sack. Ooh, that was a bit immature, but... You can't not say something like that. Has an obsession with one of those monkeys, doesn't he? What else back here? Oh, one of those dolls. Ooh. Glad you liked that one. Tad immature, but you just can't not say those sort of things. How am I supposed to get out of here? Ah, I see. Don't knock over any of the dolls. Run into the... Dang it. Not too sure where I was supposed to go there. Perhaps I was supposed to go back. Doesn't seem to be much in that room, but I could try and climb up that dresser. I suppose. There he is. Having his alone time. Yes, yes, I should have noticed that. That was close. He just got very confused. Oh dear. Wait. Up we go. Like a rat up the clock. Let's just hope it doesn't strike one. Can the fellow get up here? Don't think he can. Oh dear, it's already been an hour, has it? Oh goodness. Time has flown. Time has flown away from me. Probably should turn on the light. Oh dear. Speaking of rats going up the clock, Seems a heap of grandfathers here decided that their time-telling days were over. Goodness. How morbid. Dong. Well, somebody really needed to know what time it was, and why does he own so many shoes? I need one of those. Dong dong. Oh goodness, this is frightening. Nothing more terrifying than a heap of grandfather clocks. And not just because you're in a room surrounded by old men. Goodness, I'm really going for the low-hanging fruit today. And at that one, I also made fun of myself. Saying that was inappropriate for a small girl to be in a room full of old men. Which in some situations would be true. Oh, this man likes handling furniture. The old grand. Looks a bit warped, though. I think its playing days would be behind it. Oh, let's tickle those keys. Oh, dear. And I was just about to make a funny one-liner. I'll try it again. Now let's try this one-liner again once I get up here. Time to tickle its keys one more time. There we are. I'm glad it actually made a sound. That would have been pretty tragic if it didn't. Goodness, I hope they have these things nailed to the wall. You are as persistent as the devil, my friend. You are one persistent bastard, that's for sure. So I need one of those little so-and-so doodads. One of those little doodads. Ooh, that was a close one. Oh dear. Back under. Can play this game all day, fella. Guess we'll have to come back for that. Ah, dang it. I underestimated his reach. Oh. Hey! Ooh, really cutting it close with this, mate. Goodness, mate, you are. We're gonna play this game all day till I figure out where I need to go. Must be up there. Yes, don't know why it didn't let me climb last time though. Up. Still confused downstairs. Yeah, I have the old gourd. Oh dear. Royally screwed that one up. Dang it. But now I know where we're going. So, it'll go smooth this time. I'm sure. Third time's a charm. Hope it works this time. Why isn't sometimes it not let me go up? Come on, noodle arms. Back off. Okay. Maybe that'll give me some safety. Where am I supposed to go? Where did that music box run off to? I imagine that's what I was looking for, right? Hell. Spells. Run around like a chicken with its head cut off like this. I assume it's that music box. Perhaps I'm supposed to throw it down instead of just knocking it down. Let me try it. Doesn't appear to be the case. Oh dear. Oh, almost got me. I have very little idea of what I am supposed to do here. Is this going to be turning into one of those dark side detective moments where I've got to be stuck on one tiny part of a puzzle for half a night? If you notice anything, do tell me. Otherwise, I'll have very little idea of what I'm doing. Now. Go back to doing your books, mate. I don't think this is what I'm supposed to find. Far left is a door, and he's got me again. Yes, there's just a door all the way over there. It just must be upstairs. It must be up the top. I thought I might bring that music box back and have the turn gear in it or something like that. Doesn't seem to be the case. I suppose this is just a way to get around. Didn't even realize I could climb up those books there. So it's clearly something over here that I'm supposed to do. Ah! Silly me. Didn't realize I could climb the books. I told you it was something simple. Goodness. Gotta get myself some new glasses, clearly. There we are. I need to get him to open the door. So through that there. Suppose I'll have to go. Well, thank you for that, RT. Clearly I was just being a fool. Come on, mate. Yes. The terrifying nature of things. Advertisements are really loud compared to everything else on TV. I'm almost deafened by them half the time. Yes, it doesn't seem like something that should be able to be climbed, but it seems that there's many things in this game, because before I wasn't able to climb them so easily, but perhaps I was and I wasn't doing it properly. Nope. They're bringing their piano playing to a next level. They've certainly become... This is certainly now oh dear, I was too much making puns that I got caught by the monster. Another one, that's right. Let's go with that again. I'll say the pun again when I'm getting there, because you know what makes a pun funny? Repeating it. Don't worry, I'll say it again. You can't stop me. Yes, well, should have thought that would happen. I'll wait till he gets close to the TV this time. This guy's certainly got a dapper little hat, doesn't he? The rest of his style could use some work, but I'm not against that hat. The old droopy style hats? What do they call them? Slouch hats. That's it. How is this thing getting signal, by the way? That's the most amazing part of all this. TVs weren't very well known for having signal out in the middle of the ocean. Run, little one. You've outsmarted them this time. Less likely you're going to be eaten alive. I assume that's what he was doing when he was wrapping them up in paper, like yesterday's cured meat. Now, Let's elevate this piano, can't we? It elevates it to a whole new level. Run, jump! Hey, there we are. Won't be tickling the keys this time. The ivories will remain unmolested. Except by this fellow's hands, apparently. And there we are. Goodness. Oh. This child is really prone to falling apart at the mildest touch. Ooh. Let's keep pushing on, I suppose. Oh, I realised I've still got a very upset face on. I'm happy now I succeeded. Succeeded where others had failed. Those others being me. But still where others had failed. Watch out for steam, it seems. Ah, the minecart. Don't know why they have a minecart on a ship. But I also don't know why they have a terrifying, long-lived man. It looks like if you fused a human with one of those grabby things you need to get from stuff from behind shelves when you're older. And off the floor when you're older, actually. I'll probably need one of those soon. Back here. Don't you dare. Well, this certainly seen better days. Oh look, is this was where he's taking all the children? Out of some very long factory line and now organ harvesting. There we go. I do hope we get out of the dreary pipes and metal soon. If it's the whole game, it's going to be quite tragic. Are we going to get hungry again soon? Apparently not. He hasn't given up quite yet. Goodness gracious. That's the devil's persistence, that's for sure. Good sound design this is. Damn it. Didn't mean to move that way. Knocked the button while I was walking. Excuse me. The very loud sound of me drinking some water. Yes, that's a pipe. Stop stroking everything, it's making me uncomfortable. Goodness. Man, looks like a marionette. Well, this certainly isn't good. Doesn't he? Seems sort of like a marionette man being controlled by strings, how each finger moves strangely, erratically. Should have my hands out. But I am far too lazy to reach across the desk and grab that which is required to make my hands move. So they shall stay motionless. But you can imagine it. At least his fingers have articulation. Mine only have the terrifying rounded edges of no joints, because they're made of noodles. How am I to get out of this situation? Perhaps I'm just supposed to sneak past when his hands are in the right place. Does his hands go up? I'll see if I can't get past. There we go. Simple, it seems. I remain unmolested. And no police is required for this particular case. Hey! Goodness. Goodness, he is like a cartoon character, isn't he? Is his noodle arms going to be cut off once the cage breaks? Oh, goodness, they can get a lot further than I expected. Right. Now, once the noodle arm gets close, I shall leap. Nothing there, mate. Ah, perhaps. I think I understand where I might need to go. Ah, dang it. I think I might need to pull that cage out. Ah, dang it. Whew, goodness. Let's leap over his hands, eh? Ah, perhaps that's why I'm supposed to go up there. Okay, I got this. Much more than third time's a charm, but we'll figure it out. So it starts going down. There we are. Ah, that's what I thought was gonna happen. Have at thee, mate. Oh, goodness. He really is a marionette man. Frog's legs, goodness. Suffer that, you bastard. Shan't touch another little girl again. You're right. Perverted old fella. Climactic. Oh dear, how'd this happen? Now, I wonder. Considering it seems we had a climactic moment, I feel that's probably about the start of a new section, don't you think? And it may not be the whole 2 hours, but I was thinking perhaps we should leave it there. My eyes are getting a bit strained, I think. I don't think I can go for the whole 2 hours without making the last 30 minutes a bit annoying. Perhaps we'll sit here and chat for a bit. Goodness. Back is a bit upset with me. Goodness gracious me. I think we'll leave it there for tonight. Bit longer than we normally do, an hour and a half, but this is perhaps, if I get around to it, the time I'll normally do it in these nights. Bit earlier than 8 o'clock, but it depends how organised I am, I suppose. We'll see. And I'll exit straight to the desktop. Oh, first game in a while I've been able to exit straight to the desktop for. Very nice. Just trying to figure out what has Yeah. Yes. Let me move over to my old room. Ooh. Let me move myself up a bit. There we are. Wonderful. And that's for the first episode of this noodle series of ours. I'll jump around, and I think I might do another morning thing on Saturday, and depend how Saturday pans out, unfortunately. I have many other responsibilities that I have to organise around it. So maybe Saturday morning I'll come back. It won't be playing Little Nightmares though. Or maybe it will. It'll depend what I'm in the mood for at the time. I'll be more organised, I promise. I'll figure this out. I've just decided to scale it up a bit, I suppose. Started a Twitter and everything. Yes. The Tuesday one seemed to go pretty well. I felt I wasn't at my top game, but I am neither a person who is very good at mornings nor middle of the days. I'm certainly much more of a night owl. Though I do get tired at 10 o'clock these days. But yes. That was quite wonderful. I hope you all enjoyed that. Ooh. I don't want to feel like I'm rushing you all off, so I'm doing that thing one does on a phone. You start signaling that the conversation is about to end, like, "Oh yes, it's been wonderful chatting, hasn't it, Janice? Yes, it's been wonderful chatting. Yes, I'm gonna go now soon. Oh yes, la-di-da-di-da-di-da. Oh, goodbye." And then you say la-di-da-di-da-di-da, and then you say goodbye about 3, 6, 10,000 times, and then finally you can hang up without feeling like you've offended the person's sensibilities, but you're talking to Janice. She doesn't have any sensibilities. There's no need to show her such respect. But other than that, and my strange and pointed joke at people who are named Janice, I think we'll leave it there. So, unlike Tuesday, I can say good night, sweet dreams, and watch out for spaghetti noodle arms, man. Make sure he doesn't wrap you up in butcher's paper and put you on a hook. Good night.